evening. This is our 6 o'clock match with the Hanover Heroes taking on the Raptors from Falls Church, Virginia. Should be a really good match. The Heroes are 1-1 on the season, looking to make it 2-1. Going into next week with hopefully a victory here over the Raptors. So we're just getting things set up here. Just to introduce the teams real quick, moving from left to right. We've got Guard Dog, Mr. Mambo, LAX JGB71, and Commando. So good team here, solid players, and I think we got a really good shot to pull a win out today, but it's going to rely on them playing together as a team and really bringing it to the Raptors from Falls Church, Virginia. So they're in there talking strategy. I've got them all pulled in, just waiting to hear from Falls Church. I know they're finishing up another match previous to this one, and we'll get this thing kicked off here hopefully pretty soon. So stick with us. Hanover Heroes Gold team taking on the Raptors from Falls Church, Virginia.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad. All right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We go. Good game.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about picking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going. All right, we are back. Just finishing getting set up here with the other coach down there in Falls Church, Virginia. We're playing the Raptors, and then stick with us right after this match at 7 o'clock to close out our great day of Fortnite action. We play the Falls Church Dragons, so their other gold team, with our Horde gold team. So we should be ready to go here in just a few minutes. Stick with us. Let me make sure everything's set up, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back, and we are dropping into some action here. Let's check this out. Here we have It's Commando dropping in. Again, we're playing the Raptors from Falls Church, Virginia. So just down the road a little ways, a couple states over. Our friends from Virginia down there put together a gold team called the Raptors, and they're taking on our Heroes today. So Heroes 1-1 on the season, looking to go 2-1 going into the next week. Following, here you go, Mr. Mambo. Good job gathering resources. The beginning part of this map is really critical to get those materials, get those weapons, get those shields fully charged, and to stick together as a team. That's something we talked about really important this week. It's our effort goal this week is to stay together as a team and protect each other as you move your way toward either taking a defensive position or pushing in the enemy. We just want to make sure that we don't find ourselves caught out in the middle of the open or picked off by the enemy before the rest of the team has a time to get there. So it looks like we're doing a pretty good job with it thus far. Here we're following It's Commando. He's got a full complement of shield and health, a good array of weapons. Mr. Mambo here. Collecting those mats. Working his way back up toward the team. Looks like we're at what we refer to as Lucky Landing, or Lucky. Even though it's really not Lucky Landing, it looks similar to that, so that's what we decided to refer to it as. It's also one of the better high ground positionings on the map. So doing some map study, we've kind of determined that it's a good place you might want to hold up and potentially hunker down, because you've got such a good field of view, and having a high positioning really gives you a strategic advantage, particularly on this Enigma map that we play each week. So you can just see from this point of view, the LAX KJB 71 here, how much he can see of the battlefield. Looks like he's going to push down and draws the fire of the enemy. A couple good hits there by LAX KJB. As he moves away from the enemy, a couple tough shots there, knocks his shield down to nothing. So hopefully he seeks cover. It doesn't look like the rest of his team's with him either. So sliding down into that central part of the map kind of opened them up for fires coming from the Raptors from Falls Church. Here you see Mr. Mambo working his way toward his team as the Raptors do a good job building on their side. Couple good shotgun blasts. LAX KJB works in behind the opposing Raptor player, so does a good job knocking them. It takes some time to get that chest, to get that chug jug there, but he's not going to have time to use it. It's Commando getting a build battle here with one of the Raptors players. Ends up knocking them and taking them out. Good job. Looks like they might have the numbers advantage at this point. Working their way up. Again, still following It's Commando here. Swapping over to LAS KJB, who's working his way over there. Good shotgun battle here against the Raptors. Got him pinned there in that little area. Looks like they're working their way, trying to build up, trying to get the high ground here. It's Commando. He's at the top of the build here. See if they're able to chase them out and work together. Chase them out of this build. There you see him. He's working his way over. Shotgun blast a little bit too far. Swaps to the rifle. Takes a couple good shots at him. Doesn't find anything home. But they do have a good beat on him. Working together as a team. Still 3 of the Heroes members standing. So they're in good shape. They don't need to press too hard. They just need to work together and be smart about what they're doing. They do have a couple good hits there from LAX KJB. Working with his teammate here to try to find him. Worked their way towards him. Following It's Commando here. He's worked his way to the bottom of the tower, chasing the opposing Raptor player down. So LAX KJB gets a shotgun blast, but he gets taken out as he drops by 2 of the Raptors down here at the bottom. It's Commando does manage to knock one of them before he's taken out with a shotgun blast. LAX KJB and Commando appear to be down at this point, but Guard Dog is there to heal up LAS KJB, so good job, good teamwork. Again, just shows the importance of staying together. It looks like he was trying to heal him, didn't quite get him there before he had to build and move away. So see if Guard Dog's able to work his way down back to him and get him healed up. Unfortunately, I can't spectate the other players. So LAX KJB, it's one of we have all 100% remote players now, so I can't swap between them like I once could. But it does look like Guard Dog is still still in the fight at this point. Still watching LASKJB. Looked like he almost had time for Guard Dog to heal him, but didn't quite. But looks like they pulled out the victory there. So I really wish I could have showed you what happened. Looks like Guard Dog came out with the victory. Unfortunately, again, I can't stream, but that is going to be a victory for the Heroes. So good job there. That was a good tough fought match. It looked like the Heroes had the early advantage. Raptors did a good job once they brought the fight in tight into that build. But Guard Dog managed to kind of go off on his own and take out the last Raptor or two there and seal the win. So it looks like they're going to look on landing again, or landing at Lucky Landing here. This is LASKJB swapping over to It's Commando and Mr. Mambo all coming down together there between Frost and Lucky. A lot of the players like landing at Frost because there is a lot of good resources there. But because it's such an attractive landing place, it's sometimes hard to keep from the enemy from landing right on top of you, and that's definitely a risk with landing there. And you can also see you're in fairly low ground positioning, though, with the castle there. It's a lot of places you can potentially hide and save your materials from building defenses, just running back to the castle for a hide position. So here we're following Mr. Mambo. He's got half shields, swapping over to It's Commando. You see him. He had got a mini there, so that should charge up his shield. LXKGB, he's fully topped up on shields. He's got a rifle. Looks like he's got some nades there, so that should be helpful. Mr. Mambo collecting those stone resources, those stone materials, brick materials, I should say. These rocks are actually made of metal there, so that'll help him. Some of them are made of rock, I should say, or metal. All right, looks like a pump shotgun there. All right, here you see It's Commando, LASKGB. Looks like he has a sniper rifle in his inventory there, so we'll see if that pays off, see if they're able to get some long-range eliminations. Most of the eliminations through the first few weeks of this fight have been primarily close-range fights, which is where a lot of these battles take place, particularly since so many of these players are really skilled at building. Really makes you draw the enemy into you. To get close to you in order to actually get at you. Throwing some nades there. Taking out their structures, their defenses, which they were building on the high ground above area. So it's pretty clear. Everybody knows where everybody's at. They're trying to take a sniper shot here. See if he's able to get a shot out. He's not, but they chase him down into that back while he's trying to get the chug jug at him. It's not enough time, and they do manage to take out one of the Raptors there. So good job. Tight fight here by It's Commando. Ends up taking him out. LAXKJB, here you see him building. Looks like we got some action happening down below. Let's see where It's Commando is. Looks like he's active fight. Again, I don't have charge of the spectating here, so I'm at the mercy of somebody else spectating. LASKJB with a little bit of managed to slip down away from the fight. Here's It's Commando. He seems to be active in the fight right now, building up. Trying to track down where that enemy positioning is. Here's LASKJB. You saw he kind of slipped off the slide and down that little hole, so he's working his way back up to where the fight's at. See if he's able to come in and be a difference maker in this fight. Again, all of the Heroes members still standing, doing a really good job here. Splash jug action and get his shields topped back off. Here you see It's Commando. We're following him. You can see how big these builds get, how quickly they get. We watched a lot of videos in practice with some really impressive building and editing, which was a focus this week. And it's really fun to see, these boys achieve somewhat of that level of play. Obviously, a lot of the videos we watch are top level competitors. There you go. They got a bead. He works his way up into that build. So it looks like they're all working their way, converging upon him. They should be able to take him out. They have the numbers advantage here, but they don't want to go lightly as they work their way towards him, trying to squeeze him in there. You see It's Commando working his way back around. It's a tight fight in here, and they do manage to take him out. Not sure who took him out there, but the Heroes go up 2-0 on the Raptors. So good job with the Heroes getting those early first 2 critical points here. So we will credit them with the points. And we're going to go back to Hub. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll come right back to the action after this. Thank you a lot. Stick with us. All right, we are back again. Heroes up 2-0 on the Raptors from Falls Church, but the Raptors will not go quietly. So still plenty of opportunity for them to get back. A lot of strategizing in there by the team, and I think they got a good, solid plan here following Mr. Mambo. Looks like he's going to be landing here at what we call Lucky, so they decided to take Lucky. They were talking about potentially dropping in somewhere else, but looks like maybe the enemy team, the opposing team, I should say, decided on another landing zone that conflicted with theirs. So here they are following its commando, working his way up the tower there, collecting the resources. Here you see LAX KGB 71 filling off, topping off his chug jug. Again, I've got a somewhat limited spectator mode here, so I apologize. We do get the boys back in the center next week, so looking forward to getting them back in here. It's so much easier to coordinate these matches and keep things rolling, as well as spectate them from their machines here when they're local. So just some of the challenges of remote play, thanks COVID-19. Even though we didn't necessarily have a case here, it's something we had to do with these next couple weeks here in Pennsylvania. So we're looking forward to getting back into some good esports action here in the center next week. Really excited about that. Again, Heroes up 2-0 on the Raptors. Found LAX KJB here. He's full up on shields and health. Got a nice complement of weapons there. You can see he's got a harpoon, rifle, shotgun, so all the necessary parts. Here's Mr. Mambo. He needed that chug jug, so that should top his shields off to 100%. Team's done a nice job staying together this time. You can see they're all right there, co-located. We've got the sniper rifle, so let's see if we're able to get some long-range eliminations this time. Again, nothing really long-range from what I've seen. Spectating thus far, it's mostly been close up, which is typically a good sign of a couple evenly matched teams. For those of you scoring at home and kind of wondering what the roles are, not too many roles. We do ask that players that are using controllers turn their aim assist off, so where you might see something as an easy shot from your perspective, if you play with a controller at home, might be a lot more difficult here because we do turn that aim assist off to make sure we're playing, keeping it competitive between those who game with keyboard and mouse and those who use the controller. Here's the LAX KJB. He's looking to line up potentially a shot. Looks like they may have marked potential position for the enemy. You can see him using this high ground skirting. He does have a bead on some of the players. See if he's ready to take the shot or just waiting to hear from his team. Waiting for one of those players to set down and potentially use a chug jug or something. One thing they did talk about the last strategy session was make sure nobody takes a shot until the rest of the team's ready to push. So maybe that's what he's waiting on. Here you're following its commando. He's getting that high ground, so I'm sure LAX KJB has reported their position, so they're setting up. Being smart. You can see still getting those, still glassing the, as we call it, glassing the enemy there. See if he's willing to take a shot here. You can see him popping up and down. They have spotted us at this point, so all trepidations might be off. You can see he's peering down, maybe trying to find a shot through that crack there. It does with 118. Nice knock there by LAX KJB. Super accurate shooting there. Good job. You can see the rest of the team's dropping down, maybe looking to push. Chucking some grenades in there. Let's see if they're able to find themselves home. Does find themselves really close to those builds, knocking down their defensive walls. LAX KGB get a push here. Good combined push. I like this, coming at it from a couple different angles. Following Mr. Mambo here, he pushes in. LAX KGB's pushed more forward than he is. Working their way in towards that build. Here's the LAX KGB getting in that shotgun. Now build battle taking place. Working his way up, shooting out from underneath him. And take his time here, swatch his web. Mr. Mambo here, going to use that jump pad there, try to get up on that enemy. They're both using it mid-air combat. Looks like the Matrix here. Mr. Mambo does manage to knock them, not before he's knocked themselves, but here comes its commando. Looks like he's going to kind of build up and maybe drop down on top of them. So the Raptors are putting up a tough fight, but the Heroes are here to meet them. You see him dropping down. LAX KJB, some good shots. Switching to the shotgun, moving in close. See if he was able to land one of these. He is. He takes him out. It's commando. here you see on top of the tower again, maintaining the high ground. He's got visibility on that other enemy that actually managed to get higher than he did. He's going to work and edit his way up again. A good point of development for the kids this week was working on that editing. You can see it's paying off. Really good build and editing taking place by its commander there. LASKJB looks like the only player we might have knocked right now is Mr. Mambo. You see him got knocked earlier. Its commando. And the victory. Looks like LASKJB might have taken him right before he swapped that other. So that's going to do it. That's going to be a victory for the Heroes, giving them a 3-0 win over the Raptors. Let me reach out to the other coach, see if he wants to play a couple more for fun, and we'll be hopefully right back with some more action. Congratulations, Heroes. All right, so we are back. We're going to play a couple more for fun here. So it looks like the teams dropped on top of each other because it's for fun. They take a little bit more chances following LAXKJB. I'm sorry, LAXKJB. Yeah, header 871 here. Following him, he was taking a couple shots. Got a couple pings of damage against the opposing team there. Just two of the Heroes standing still, LAXKJB and its commando. So dropping on top of each other here. Caused some carnage right off the bat before I could even get the stream restarted. Like I said, this is a for fun match. Here you see its commando. He gets shaken down. You can see he's getting taken out here. So just LAXKJB is left. Looks like it's a 1v4 at this point. Let's see if he's able to survive. You can see they have a bead on him. See if he's able to drop in and take them out. He's right behind him with the shotgun, timing his shot, biding his time because he knows he's outnumbered. Doing a good job playing hide and seek here. Little peekaboo. He had the shot, but showed a lot of discipline there to hold that shot, even though he clearly could have knocked her. But the rest of the team would have been on him really quickly. So he's going to try to play the long range game here, I think. That's his best chance. See if he's willing to take this shot here or not. The team is doing a really good job staying together there as they go off and search for him. He's got the bird's eye CNN view sitting here on top of this tower. See if he's going to take the shot. He does. Ends up knocking him 52. They don't know where the shot came from at this point. So he might have another clear shot. They're playing peekaboo. But it looks like somebody might actually have a beat on him as they work their way towards him. See if he's able to get another good one off if they stand still long enough. You can see another good hit. They still don't know where it's coming from, so lone man standing, but it does look like they're working their way towards him and they have him picked out now. And 104 with the knock there. So LASKJB is doing a really good job holding his own. One man against the world, all the Raptors against the single hero. You can see the knocked player down there, but they're working their way towards him to hopefully revive him from their standpoint. But you can see what an advantage the high ground and accurate fires can do in this game. But again, it's a tough, another good hit there before he was chased off his little perch. So he's going to have to work his way down and around and maybe work in for more of a close range fight now that he's at least injured them, but here you can see them coming in. Looks like they got them knocked in. That's going to do it for this round. So the 4-fun round, they all pretty much land together, the Heroes and Raptors, and the Raptors come out on top there. Again, it doesn't count towards the final score, but it's fun, and hopefully everybody learned a little bit something from it. So we'll play one more here before we get to the next match. Looks like, again, we got a couple player from the other team on our team, but it's all good. So dropping in on the next one. Looks like hopefully we dropped in together and not so close to the opposing team at this point. There's another player from the opposing team. Dropped right on top of our player. He's managed to get a couple good shots on. He's only got a pickaxe. He's not going to last very long, so takes Double X Gamer out as they both fall to the ground there. And they are going to take him out. Him or her, I should say. Some fires raining down. You got 2 down here, so it's a battle on battle. Oh, and CNH Gamer PC4 here gets knocked and taken out. So that's going to do it for him. All right, here we're watching LAX KJB 71. It's Commando. So still 3 of the Heroes members left. You see blasting up. It's Commando here. So this will be the last match, and then we can give us some time to get set up for the next match. Again, the Heroes go 2-1 on the season. So excited for that. They've been practicing together throughout the week, and it shows that the teams that practice together really do excel pretty quickly and start to establish themselves as a force. It's Commando took a little bit of fall damage there, but still plenty of time to get his heals. He's got some bandages in his inventory, and he should be able to top his shield off here momentarily. You see a big bandage that you can use, and I'm sure he's going to take advantage of that right now to get those heals back up to 100%. Sounds like there is some fires going on. Ooh, it looks like does a guard dog got knocked out there? It's hard to say. Maybe Mr. Mambo. So we kind of missed that action. Following LX KJB's got a bead, but they got the high ground on him here, so not a preferential position to be in. They should probably break contact there, work their way back around the other side, and I think they're going to actually do that. So, can't win too many fights when you don't have the high ground and you're not in a promising defensive position. So they're going to build that defensive position. Well, they work their way down here, communicating, working together, make them come to us. Here you see it's Commando and LAX KJB, the 2 remaining players here. Looks like you might have a bead on him. Just buying this time. There you go. A couple accurate shots, but he takes some damage in the return. It's Commando's down here. He's going to be playing the edit battle. Looks like LAX KGB got knocked, so see if it's Commando can work his way back around. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And LAX KJB is going to be taken out as well. So that's going to do it. So the Raptors with some good play in these bonus rounds. Obviously taking a little bit of extra opportunities here. We see if we want to drop in for one more. See this looks like everybody dropped out. So that's going to do it. That's going to do it for our stream. That's going to do it for this match. Again, the Heroes go 2-1 on the season. Excellent job. Way to go for the Raptors. We got them for those first 3 matches, but they came back as a tough team. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the stream. Heroes 2-1 on the season. Congratulations. Stick around. We're coming right back at 7 o'clock for our Horde Gold team. Sticking with Falls Church, but playing their Dragons team. So should be a lot of fun. We'll be back at 7 o'clock with that stream. Stay tuned for that. And thanks for joining us for this match. Take care.